What is up, Star Wars fans? Welcome to the Star Wars Stop. In this video, I'm going to give you my guide to absolutely demolish with everyone's favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca. Now, if you're new here, be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe to stay up to date on tons and tons of Star Wars content. But getting into Chewie's abilities, so Chewie gets some pretty damn good lineup here. Shock Grenade to stun a couple targets, Furious Bowcaster just overcharges Bowcaster, make it extremely deadly, and Charging Slam, which is great for HEV, but you really won't use it too much in Galactic Assault. So I love bonus health because you don't have a lot of health with Chewie. It's a great card. Echoing Roar is phenomenal. This is probably his best card. It's a must. It extends his Bowcaster's crazy duration. Furious Resilience is also phenomenal, and it's really hard for me to pick if I want to use Furious Resilience or Multi-Shock. That was a tongue twister. Either one of those, I don't know, man. It's a tough pick. I could even see myself foregoing the bonus health possibly for the Furious Resilience, but it's up in the air, man. It's up to you. These other cards, he does have some other pretty good cards, but the ones that I point out I do think are his strongest ones, and it should be noted that Furious Resilience, that only gets unlocked at level 20, so the devs obviously think that's a very powerful card, which it is. So yeah. But getting into playing Chewbacca. Basically, when you play Chewbacca, you want to open up with the stun grenade. A big group of enemies in Galactic Assault, open up with the stun grenade. Why not just stun everybody? Because if they're not shooting at you, it's going to be much easier for you to shoot them, obviously. Now, this goes definitely for heroes. If you're fighting a hero, the first thing you want to do is have a stun ready to go, because as you can see here, after I stun and then overcharge my Bowcaster, I can destroy Palpatine. And Darth Vader, look at him, he's got so much health. He does not stand a chance once you overcharge your Bowcaster. It is just a pretty ridiculous ability, actually. I won't be surprised if it gets nerfed. Check out how fast I'm able to drop this tank with it. I mean, it's insanity. Look at this shield that the officer has. It just gets dropped so fast. And even take a look at the Super Battle Droid. I mean, once you overcharge this gun, nothing can stand up to it. It's game over. Charging Slam, I mean, like I said, the times to use it are few and far in between in Galactic Assault. You think of it as a great escape move more than an assault move in Galactic Assault, but in HEV, you definitely will use Charging Slam. It can help you get the better of big groups of villains and just knock them all on the ground. Now, Chewbacca is the undisputed best hero to use in Heroes versus Villains. There is no hero that can come close to his destructive potential in Heroes versus Villains. If you just want to win a bunch of Heroes versus Villains match, and you don't care about, you know, just kind of playing the same hero, I recommend you grab Chewie and never look back, because no villains can stand up to the amount of damage this guy can put out and his stunning potential. So the stun grenade is just going to stun all the enemies, and the Furious Bowcaster is going to make him a joke. And if you ever need to knock him on the ground, you have your Charging Slam. I mean, he's just the complete recipe for disaster. And I do think that at some point, he probably will get nerfed for the purposes of HEV. I wouldn't mind if they toned down some of his abilities and just kind of made his, gave him a health regen card for Galactic Assault. But as you can see in Galactic Assault, the best maps and best times to use them are definitely close quarters, and you're going to want to use cover very effectively. If you got to learn how to use cover effectively and pop out of corners if you want to use Chewie in Galactic Assault, because you will lose health extremely fast with him. And as you can see here, I'm able to just destroy everything in this room. Pointing down corridors is another great time to use them. When you have enemies bunched up down range, then you can just overcharge his Bowcaster, and in general just fire his Bowcaster down range. You get a ton of very easy kills. I do think that is another moment when Chewbacca shines in Galactic Assault, but again, overall, he's gonna kind of have issues in the wide open maps. You know what I'm saying? If you can kind of poke around corners or catch enemies down corridors, you'll have a lot of success with him in Galactic Assault, but other than that, he's just not too effective. Again, just here, take another example. You're just poking over a corner and just getting a bunch of kills, but being ready to escape the minute I start taking damage, because I know I won't be able to get that health back. So yes, playing Chewbacca in Galactic Assault, I can't stress enough. Probably said this 500 times now, but if you are not hugging a corner and using it as cover, you will lose your health extremely fast. So you kind of need to be very strategic in your positioning with him. You may look at that health bar and think, wow, I have a lot of health and I'm a freaking Wookiee, I should be able to just tank everything, but it's just not the case, because he does not have a very high health regen. So basically, other heroes like, say, Darth Maul, when he loses health, even though he doesn't have a way to get health back, he can regen much more than Chewbacca can. But all in all, Chewbacca is great for just in a galactic assault match, walking in a room, killing all the enemy heroes, and dropping a nice stun grenade on an objective so you can stun all of the enemy minions for your teammates, and then just pick them off one by one with his bowcaster. His bowcaster is very powerful, but that is it for this video. Be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe. Stay up to date on tons and tons of Star Wars content. Have an awesome day.